bit closer. Just want to let you know, age is just a number. Look fantastic.
So do you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and
Really,
gentlemen,
thank you.
this is Anita K.
And this is MelodicMic.
On this episode,
We're going to talk about, I think, a hot topic.
oh yes.
Does age matter, or age differences matter in relationships? What do you think? What do you think, MelodicMic?
No, well, actually, let's get right into it. I think there's a certain time in your life where age does matter, and we're talking about those teenage years. I'm talking about maybe when you're still learning about yourself. You're not full. You haven't experienced life just yet. I think age matters when you're in your teens, right? If you're dating someone older, let's say you're like 14, 15, 16, and you're dating someone maybe 20, 21, 22. That's already, we already know that under the laws is one thing, but also just life experiences. Now,
There's a lot of sensitivity to
Yes.
a lot of the social stigmas about large age gaps in relationships. There's a lot of external attitudes, the right and wrong that that society kind of puts on us, that how much is too old, how much is too young, and so forth.
Yeah.
And I think a common stereotype could be if you're dating somebody quite a bit older.
right.
There are things to consider. It's more, it's different. It's not so much right or wrong.
Right.
There are really, really important things to consider when you have more than a few years or so forth in age.
That's right.
And your life stages, I believe, may matter
Okay.
during those times. For example, if you are dating someone significantly older, you want to really make sure you're really dating for the right reasons. There's a lot of benefits to communicate and share things with individuals that are not within our age group. But we
Oh,
want to make
absolutely.
sure that they're healthy relationships where we're getting the right things that are met. And we want to make sure that, if I'm older, I'm not putting on that parental point of view, or I'm older, so I'm naturally in charge. Got to be careful with some of those stereotypes that we actually don't live them in our own relationships.
That's a big thing I've noticed with communication. One person may dominate the conversation just because of one life experiences, or two.
Could happen.
Because they're older, they're more seasoned, a seasoned veteran, and they just dominate or take over, getting to know each other, that stage. I remember, I want to share a
Please.
story when I was younger. I dated someone, I was 19, she was 29. So that age gap, that 10-year age gap, wasn't a big deal in my eyes, but looking back in hindsight, I was so young. So young, I wasn't fully confident in myself, and wasn't ready
I
or
see.
able to communicate the things that I needed or meet the needs that she had, set out. And so we had a difficult time, fun time to say the least, but a difficult time, just because of the inexperience on my behalf.
I see.
Yeah.
But overall, a good experience for you?
Yeah.
With that said, I think it's really important when you have the age differences, more importantly then, is that you want to focus on why you're there and be there. Sometimes we get caught up in dating with large age gaps and how long should this last? What are the rules I should be following? I can't go on like this for 5 years. Things like that. So if you really want to enjoy a solid, healthy relationship, number one, you got to really focus on being there and why you're and definitely why you want to be there.
Know the reason. Know the reason.
And I think no matter what age, if there's large age gaps or shorter age gaps, what kind of results do you need from your partner? Very important.
Yeah.
But even more, maybe there's a different set of circumstances to consider if there are larger age gaps. What do we really need from our partner?
Right. I think also just in goals, life goals in
Yes.
general, life goals, and seeing what you want at the end of the day. What your future holds. If this is really just for fun, or if this is really an honest
Absolutely.
relationship that you want to embark on.
Definitely.
You know, that has to be communicated.
Definitely. And have we seen successful relationships with very large age gaps? Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe we have. We can probably think of it, all of us can think of at least a few.
Yeah.
So, but there are other circumstances or there are other things to consider. And as long as you have open, powerful, connecting communications and you resolve those, you really want it. You may have to defend your relationship out there and signify why it's important to be with the individual that you're with, considering there's age gaps and things like that. Different life stages, for example, that's really big.
Huge.
And you know, if I'm dating somebody a lot older or a lot younger and I want kids or they want kids and one person has kids and the other person doesn't, are we still on the same common ground? And if not, is that something that we really need to revisit or make a change to, or otherwise?
I was going to say something as you were saying this. It really came to mind. A lot of people have asked, how do you deal with if a person doesn't want kids but you want kids, or someone wants to get married and you don't want to get married, and all these topics of conversation has to be discussed. We hear them all the time. Yeah,
They really do. They have to be really heartfelt, very truthful conversations.
Right.
But more importantly, they also start with us first. Sometimes you wonder, why am I attracted to that person much younger or much older to me? Is it for the right reasons?
Hold on. Be honest with yourself.
Be very honest with yourself and make sure you're there for the right reasons. At the end of the day, age may not matter, but be open to the differences. It can be really liberating. It could be a really valuable life experience, and you learn a lot about yourself.
Oh, it definitely was a life experience.
Take it from him. I believe you. I've been there too. I can attest to the same thing.
But we definitely want to know what you think. I mean, the broad spectrum. As we get older, obviously, you know, age probably is less of a priority, but it's the connection.
It really is.
But we definitely want to hear from you. Comment below.
And sometimes when you're in a relationship and there's larger age gaps or age differences, really look to what support do you need? What support do you need internally, externally, and go out there and seek it, because it's there, and really focus on why you're there and the benefits at hand. It can be a wonderful thing. All relationships teach us something about ourselves. Don't forget that.
You learn something about yourself, about the other person, how you work, how you operate. You know what? At the end of the day, how are you going to be happy? That's what the essence of everything is.
And we all know that. We all know our inner voice and really what's going to make us happy. Don't ignore that. But enjoy the journey along the way. Well said, MelodicMic.
This was good.
Great.
I hope this really helps everybody fine-tune the things they're looking at.
Absolutely. Comment below, subscribe, let us know. This is a topic that I think we'd like to revisit in the future.
Oh, actually, I wanted to... If you're dating or if you're with someone, you're you know, whoever your partner is, what's your age if it's a big age gap? Comment below. What worked for you? How did you overcome this age, you know, difference, and what worked? What did you butt heads with initially, and how did you guys pan it out? Share with the community. I
agree. Thank you for saying that. You might be able to help somebody else, and we all need support on these topics.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I'm Anita K.
I'm MelodicMic.
And this is The Mac Show.
See you next time.